Tunisia's economic crisis is laid bare at this marketplace in Tunis. Typical monthly salaries no longer cover the cost of food for even a week. Customer Dalila Dridi is struggling to survive on her wages from the Education Ministry. She says life started to deteriorate after mass protests ousted autocrat Zine El Abidine Ben Ali in 2011.
There is no hope. The country is falling apart and we have no hope. Every year we think it's going to get better and the cost of living is going to go down and everything is going to be okay. But it's not. It's only getting worse.
Tunisia is starting talks with the International Monetary Fund on a bailout package. It suffered its worst recession since independence during the first year of the pandemic, and its economy remains weak. The unemployment rate is 18%. Inflation is already eating away at people's incomes at 7%, and it's rising. And public debt is more than 80% of Tunisia's gross domestic product. All these factors contributed to a World Bank decision to revise down its forecast for Tunisia's economic growth this year. It fell from 3.5% to 3%. Negotiating a rescue package with the IMF would certainly come with austerity measures. Those could include cutting subsidies and reducing the government workforce.
We already know that the inflation rate of producer prices, which in fact sets the consumer price index, is already at 10.1%. So we know that the inflation rate is going to increase. And so the economic situation today indicates that the economy is in serious trouble.
Tunisia's most powerful union is expected to push back hard against any austerity measures. It could shut down Tunisia's economy with strikes. Political activists say they have no choice but to protest after President Kais Saied sacked the government and took power himself last year. They say they're facing a failed dictatorship that's leading the country to economic disaster.
If I don't come out and protest and the others don't do the same, what decision makers will think of us?
Tunisia has been considered the only success story to come out of the Arab Spring uprisings, but fighting among political parties has prevented much-needed reforms. Now, more than 10 years later, public anger is rising again in a country where many people have nothing left to lose. Sena Saylan, TRT World.